Hello, hello, hello. How are we? Are we well? Do tell. Apres tell. How are we all? First things first, can we hear me okay? Right, 4 minutes late. Can't believe this. I know. Shocking. You should have joined the other night. I was over an hour late to my own stream, to my own party. Unless you did join the other night. If you did, apologies. So, what's happening? Kev, thanks for joining. I spent about 3 hours changing my setup. So hopefully, yeah, things are going to be smooth. I've got my top-down desk view pretty much mounted now. I've got my camera set up here, different modes. We're all good. I can add music and all that, but I don't know what to fart about too much with stuff. So, since you can hear me all okay, is the mic on? It's preset. Sorry, my screen is now over here and I'm facing this way. So just bear with me 2 seconds. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I will talk about my Mix Fold 3 experience first, and then we'll get to questions. How does that sound? If Cody joins us, I've made him kind of moderator, so maybe he can help with things. But who knows? The stream might not kick off like it did the other night. And on that, thanks very much. The other night, streams over 1,000 views. There was like 79 concurrent, which means basically 79 people watched the whole thing effectively. Over 800 messages in the comment section, which is awesome. It all just shows the loyalty and support you have. Also shows how obsessed you are with phones such as the Mix Fold 3. Look at that bad boy. So, my experience so far with the Mix Fold 3. I'm just bringing up the chat so I don't miss any. Okay. So for my experience, and I just want to preface what I'm about to say by saying it is only my experience. As you all know, Xiaomi certainly don't send me any devices. Wanda give me $10 per sale. That's £7. Guys, trust me, if Wanda were rubbish, I wouldn't tell you to buy from them. Anybody in the chat that has had experience using Wanda, I can almost guarantee you, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the experience has been positive. From price to delivery timescales to customer service, it's all good. Sorry, I've just had some Coca-Cola and I need to burp. Anyway, so as far as my opinions, they're obviously always honest and they always will be, no matter how large a channel gets. Now, my experience with the Mix Fold 3 has been 99.9% seamless and positive. I've got it on silent just now, but when people from my group chat join, I'll get them to send some WhatsApp messages, and you'll see, I'll show you that they'll come up live and in time. The Instagram issue is still there to some degree, and by issue I mean I don't get my Instagram messages showing straight away, or if they do show, they'll show on the, see there, so the icon, that's Facebook, so they'll show on the icon, but they don't actually come through and show on the lock screen or give me a little nano kit icon on the always on display, unlike every other app. To me, that's why it's not 100% seamless. It's that 0.1%. Instagram, I don't rely on Instagram DMs for work or for life, to be honest. I use the Instagram when I'm going on to post something or to respond. I've always, pretty much always, now with the channel growing, got DMs and all the separate mailboxes. So I go in periodically and I respond to them. Anybody that DMs me, you're always going to get a response of some sort. So my experience when it comes to notifications has been, fine. Good, actually. Another thing I want to talk about, and I'm sure I'll have these questions, the Google Play Store. This is not the Honor device. This is not the Huawei device. It's not a workaround. It's the full Google Play Store with full Google app support. So, banking apps, Telegram, social media, any apps work just as normal. If there's an app out there that's on the Play Store that doesn't work on your Chinese ROM, list them in the comments. I'll test it. And if that's true, I'll make sure to inform people that ever ask me. But as a blanket statement, all Google Play Store apps work. As far as Google services, so this comes up a lot about Google Maps. So let me just open up my map. So it doesn't matter, look here, there's where I live. There's Google Maps. I can pop in a direction and it works just the same. And I can also bring up my location history, which is what somebody asked me before. So if I go into, now where do you find history? Is it in this menu? Your timeline, is that right? Yeah. So I can go in and it'll tell me my timeline for the past however many. So it's got today there. But if I select something different, if I go from that date range, say, it will then give me all the locations I've been to and bus journeys I've done. So it does keep your Google location history. It does work with all Google services. I have shared my location to test with my wife over WhatsApp. That worked as well. I don't know if it's a region issue with the Chinese ROM. Again, I'm just giving you my honest experience, real life experience using the phone. I know Ben said he was having notification issues. I understand that. By the way, I'm talking about Ben's gadget reviews, but I'm not. So again, I don't know if it's his region. He's in the US just now, LA, maybe it is different. So another thing I want to talk about, because it's come up quite a lot, and it is basically the only issue I can actually see for some people buying the device. And I take this because a few people have commented, and a few people I trust and know have commented. The Band 20 issue that I perhaps poo-pooed too soon is an issue for some people on some networks. So what that means is on Band 20, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, essentially the 4G network, which Band 20 relies on, will not work for certain providers globally. So that's in the UK and the US. You can check your compatibility using the IMEI number of the device or just doing a quick Google search. However, I do know that I am on Sky Mobile and I've got a 5G mast right beside my house. So I get full 5G support. I've also yet to hear of anybody in the UK having issues with 5G. It is only a 4G thing. Now, if you are unfortunate enough to be, I don't know, at work or at the gym or somewhere that only has 4G, then I'm sorry, that'll be an issue unless you connect to the Wi-Fi network in your work or in your gym, where everything will work fine. So again, I'm not poo-pooing the thing anymore. Band 20 seems to be an issue for some, but if you can connect to Wi-Fi, there's that burp, you'll have no issues. So I'm going to pause there and I'm going to look because quite a few comments have come through. Hello, Dad. Faraz, you have to promise to always just call me Dad. In fact, all of you, just call me Dad. It's cool. I've never used a Chinese phone in the US. You're on T-Mobile. So yeah, T-Mobile, I've had confirmation, does work. You've used Z Fold from the 2 and sick of the same old. Yeah, the Z Fold, not a bad device, folks. Remember, it's not a bad device. But who commented that? WK. Branch out. Go for the Mix Fold 3. Give it a try. Or wait for the Honor Magic V2. It's going to have a global version within the next week or so. Does it split screen horizontally? Not that I have noticed. To be honest, I don't split screen all that often when I'm in the house. I work from home. I maybe go in the office like once or twice a month, and it's only when I'm commuting that I tend to have Microsoft Outlook and Teams open at the same time. And when I'm doing that, they split vertically, which is how I want them to. They look better that way. Horizontal for me would be streaming, obviously, YouTube content, but I don't multitask with my phone on YouTube all that often. I have tried on stream to test this split screen in horizontal mode, and I can't get it to work. Does that mean that there won't be some form of workaround? No. I think the Gadget Goddess is her channel name. I think it was a Xiaomi device she had the workaround for. I'm sure it was. And it works, but turn the phone off and then back on. And try it. Is that for Signal? Turn it off and on. That always works. I'm on Vodafone. So again, and this is all down to use case scenario. So I'm on Vodafone on 4G in the UK. Spot on with 4G. So Kev, so there is no 4G issue with Vodafone, is that? Yeah. I'm still debating this or the Honor Magic V2. Again, this whole stream, I'm only going to give you my opinion here. But in my opinion, who was that? Junksy. In my opinion, the Mix Fold 3 is a better device than the V2. In my opinion, due to the wireless charging and the 5x periscope zoom lens. That's basically it for me because, well, actually, and the price. Because if you're talking about the V2, you definitely want to get the global ROM. The Mix Fold 3 was around about £1,350 from Wanda. The V2 will not be as cheap as that. The V2 is going to be at least £1,500 or £1,600. So you're getting a cheaper phone with the Mix Fold 3 with no issues, zero issues other than Android Auto. You can't get Android Auto, but you're getting a 5x zoom lens and 50 watts wireless charging with the Xiaomi proprietary charger. So again, if the only issue I have to report were, how long have I had this phone, folks? Is this day 3? So day 3, I personally have no issues. The only 2 issues I actually know of is Android Auto and the Band 20. But the Band 20 one just seems like there's too many other options in 2023 to rely on a 4G signal. Give me 2 seconds. Love the channel, probably asked, but how does the Mix Fold 3 compare to the V2? Yeah, the Mix, as just mentioned. Google Assistant. So, Google Assistant, what do you want from that? See here, there's a Google widget. So if I just, I can either tap on that or I can go into my Google Apps and then I've got the Assistant button. Hey Google, tell me the weather today.
It's 18 degrees.
So obviously I've not allowed it to say it, so I'll just allow that. I was about to say it. There we go. So as mentioned, I use the Google Assistant very rarely, but you just download the Google Assistant app. So what's the weather like today? It'll tell you. It was obviously listening to me. You could see it there. It was transcribing, not working live. So again, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to click on that. Hey Google, what's the weather like today?
Tonight's forecast for Kirkliston is 15 degrees and cloudy.
Zero issues with any Google functionality other than Android Auto, folks. I'm not lying. I get that question so many times. So again, that's why these streams help, because I can answer it. Can you assign Google Assistant to the side key? It's probably what some of you are going to ask. I've not looked into doing it because tapping a button on the screen is convenient enough for me. Oh, Kev, you meant the description of the 4G issue was spot on. But as I said, Kev, somebody literally just put there on Vodafone in the UK and get full 4G signal. So, I don't know. The band 20 thing seems like luck of the draw. My trackpad, I don't know if it needs charge, but it's been really slow. What about build quality? Yeah. So a build quality comparison, you'll have to look at my Honor Magic V2 videos or other people's V2 videos to see, but it's aluminium, glass, and what else do you want to know? It's the most premium of materials on both devices. As mentioned, dimensions, the Honor Magic V2 is 1 millimeter thinner and about 25-ish grams lighter. That's nothing. Both phones are lighter than an iPhone 14 Pro Max with an Apple case on it. Or even without an Apple case, actually. I think the Honor V2 and maybe even the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3 are lighter than an iPhone 14 Pro Max, even without a case. But don't quote me on that. There's very few grams between it, please. Cannot assign to side key. Cool. Again, if that's an issue, if not being able to assign the Google Assistant to the side key rather than just pushing the Google Assistant button on your phone is a deal breaker for you, A, I feel sorry for you because you're missing out on the best foldable technology, and B, cool. That's all up to you. Again, I've no skin in the game. I tell you what you want to hear or what I have to tell you. I'm not here to ham it up. You can swipe from the bottom right of the device and this also activates Google Assistant. Yes, I'm aware of that on other devices. I don't think that works here. That's the last I'm going to talk about Google Assistant because it's wasting my time. To be honest. Again, you get Google Assistant on the phone. And it knows my location. Funny that. Sorry, but I get so many comments saying, oh, this doesn't work with, it doesn't know your location, it doesn't work with this, doesn't work with that. Fucking buy the phone and check it for yourself. And I know this isn't aimed at you guys. People watching the stream are obviously loyal supporters, but the people that come on to the comments in these videos, now that they're getting loads of views, which is fantastic, but Christ almighty, there's some space cadets out there. Hinge quality, please. Hinge quality is absolutely exact same on both. Finally, the Honor Magic V2 has a full flexible. So you can see there, that's the hinge will go pretty much. I mean, that's still not touched my finger. So the hinge basically goes all the way to closed from pretty much every angle to, what's that, about 160 degrees? Yeah, so about 160 degrees, and then it will kick in. But yeah, it's got a full flex mode. It's fantastic. Yeah, Hinge is fantastic. And as mentioned, there's a nice gold pinstripe on the hinge, which I do like. Nice little design quirk. Create a Discord server. My God, that's can you not create the Discord server for me and just send me the details or something? What do you need from me? I can't be keeping track. I was going to show you something. In fact, I will show you. I don't know if I've done it yet, But like, you know how I always respond to comments? Like, I make that a point because that's the least I can do, because you're watching, subscribing, viewing. These are just the comments from today. I don't know if you can see that okay. But these are just the comments in my emails that I have responded to. But I thought I'm going to keep these. I am now getting around about 80 to 100 comments every day, which is perfect. I love it. But I don't have time to set up a Discord server while doing my day job, which isn't exactly easy. So yeah. But if you can do it for me, yeah. Right, where are we now? I'll shut up now on band 20. Yeah, no. Shut up on Google Assistant for a while. The band 20 thing isn't an actual issue for some people, like yourself, Kev. Your personal experience is that you can't get 4G near your house. If you're not on your Wi-Fi network for whatever reason, that's a bit of a pain. I'm not having that issue, so yeah. But again, as we spoke about, it's pretty much a deal breaker for you, which is actually a good segue to Kev bought the Mix Fold 3 a few days ago. It arrived. He loves the device, but the band 20 thing is basically become a bit of a deal breaker. So Kev wants to sell his Mix Fold 3. He lives in the UK, so ideally somebody in the UK or Europe. It's about 30 quid to send to the US, so it's not the end of the world. But if anybody is interested in buying Kev's 16 gigabyte of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, black leather, Mix Fold 3, we've discussed, and he's willing to sell for £1,280, and that'll include delivery to wherever you are. So if you think that's a good deal, which I do, bearing in mind he's used it for like a day or two, then drop me a message either in the comments here or DM me on Instagram. You're essentially getting 100 quid off the Mix Fold 3, and it'll arrive basically the next day. Not tomorrow, but the day after that, depending on where you are. Galaxy Watch work with this? I don't have a Galaxy Watch, but through my experience, no. The Galaxy Watch won't, but any other Wear OS watches will. What you need to do with Wear OS is you need to download the Wear OS app from the Google Play Store and the native Xiaomi App Store. Or if you've got a Vivo, the native Vivo App Store. They need to communicate with each other, reboot the phone. They need to somehow, I don't know what happens technically in the background, but once they communicate with each other, that's how I got my Tag Heuer connected smartwatch to connect. How about Pixel Fold V2? I assume you mean Pixel Fold versus the V2 rather than a version 2 of the Pixel Fold, which is going to be awesome. Yeah, let's wait till the global version of the V2 comes out, which, as you all know, I will be purchasing. Then I will do a comparison. And Samantha, who's just joined the chat, she's going to give me her Google Pixel Fold, so I'll be able to compare them. Aren't you, Samantha? So other things I want to talk about, I had posted yesterday a little thumbnail. Tomorrow I'll be posting a camera. Now I'm using this camera here is actually my new Xiaomi 13 Ultra, my third 13 Ultra in 6 weeks. I have an issue, but the cameras versus the best camera phone on the planet, in my opinion. And I'm actually going to go further and say in my opinion. It's just almost fact now. The Xiaomi 13 Ultra is mind-blowingly good in all areas other than the 1080p front-facing camera. It's just mind-blowing. I love it. Those 989 sensors, like the highest 50 megapixel sensors all over the place. Yeah. And without giving too much away, the Mix Fold 3, yeah, it does okay. But you can decide. The way that video is going to work is going to be slightly different as well. You'll decide which you prefer. And I'm going to talk through each lens as the photos come in as well, rather than just giving you 3 minutes of a video montage of the photos and videos. I'm actually going to discuss in a bit more detail. I don't do that enough, so I'm going to do that this time. All fine, all in the Mix Fold 3, no issues. Good. Now, are you going to set up that Discord server? Oh, you're saying the Google Assistant stuff doesn't bother you. Good. Have you commented about the Discord server? Samantha, yeah, smiley face, you know what's happening. Jonathan, you want my Fold 3? If I'm not mistaken, you're getting my Fold 3. Congratulations. Even though I'm still not sure I want to sell it. I can almost guarantee I'm going to sell you the Fold 3 at the price we agreed, which was a very nice price, and go and buy another one. But deal's a deal. Samantha, this is my third Pixel Fold in 5 weeks. Yeah, I mean, you've got as many issues as I do, to be honest, when it comes to tech. But again, at some point, I will have your Google Pixel in porcelain version. Right, more questions, folks. Keep them coming. This is a Q&A. What else do you want to know? And remember, the phone is here. I've set this up so that, like, I can show you stuff. Like, right now, I can show you that every single time the fingerprint sensor is fantastic. I can show you that super sweet MKBHD wallpaper from HDQ Walls. I can show you the software. Like, yeah. What do you want to know? Sweet. Yeah, Jonathan, I just say, yeah, keep in touch on Instagram. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. What about V2 hinge quality? Yeah, exact same. If I'm being entirely honest, I think the Mix Fold 2 was one of the only Fold phones that didn't have some form of flex mode. As in, it wouldn't stay at 90 degrees. It would either be open or shut. Hinges are fantastic. There's no creaking and anything in modern foldable phones. So, yeah. Yes. Once I go through this, so I've sold, I don't know how many phones now. But I always say, look, when you're buying a bank transfer, it's better because PayPal just rip you off with fees. So I get even less money. You have to pay even more money. So yeah, it won't be PayPal. I'd like to think that you trust me enough to just, pay via bank transfer and I'll send the device, which everybody has done so far. Do I use a 50-watt charging for it? No, I've got a Belkin 3-in-1 charger behind me. I think it charges at 15 watts. I have used it on that. Maybe I should invest in the Xiaomi proprietary charger. Because I buy everything else, why not? Okay, I'll do that. Sorry, my trackpad's been... Have I ordered any case? Nope. As mentioned, not only have I not ordered any case, I've not put the very, very, very good case that came in the box on it. I ordered the carbon fiber version, or the fiber version, Amarid fiber version, for a reason. Look at that. So nice. And again, that little hinge. Jonathan, since you're buying the phone, I've got a quick question to ask you. Can I remove the screen protector on the outside? Because look at that. Let me just turn it off. It just gathers so much dust and fingerprints. I hate screen protectors. Yes, you can wipe them a bit, but still not as good as when you wipe the actual glass. But I've kept it on because I want to respect the buyer. But if you could let me know if I could remove it, that would be cool. Craig. Facebook notifications are okay, but messages are not coming at all. Any advice? Again, you're going to think I'm talking nonsense here. I wasn't touching that. But let me bring up my messenger. So just to show you that yesterday, I don't use Messenger often, but yesterday I had a group chat notification, quite a few of them, and they all came through on my device. So I'm sure you've already done this, but I'll tell you, long press on the app, click on app info, and make sure that the battery saver is turned off. There's no restrictions, and then put it to high priority. And obviously put auto start on. But I'm sure you've done all that. I don't know why you're not getting them. Still, yeah, PayPal ripping people off. PayPal is biz. Build quality of the Mix Fold 3 and the V2 compared to the Galaxy Fold 4. Better. It depends on what you mean by quality. To me is being able to fit all the stuff they can in this phone in a thinner and lighter package, which this is compared to the Z Fold 4. Build quality also to me includes the larger outer screen. So yeah, the Mix Fold 3 is a far superior phone to the Z Fold series in build quality and hardware. Obviously software, if this Mix Fold 3 came with a global Samsung One UI software, then yeah, it'd be the daddy. I don't see any alcohol notifications. So, Kev, you're not having much luck, mate. All I use is Outlook for work, and I get Outlook and Teams notifications through. WhatsApp as I hit and miss. Yeah, I think the notification issue is obviously real for some. I don't know if it's just luck of the draw. I don't think so. I think it's the way it's got to be something to do with setup that maybe is not happening, but I'm getting all my apps. I mean the Crease. You said build quality. What? Yeah, so the Crease. So obviously, let's give it a little wipe down. So again, I'll show you in real life. I don't have a Z Fold 4 to compare, but the Crease on the Mix Fold 3 is the best implementation of a crease you will ever see. So with the ring light fully on it, that's basically the only time you can see it. And when I run my finger over it, you can just feel it. But again, at any angles, yeah, especially when obviously the phone's on, you don't see the crease. The Z Fold 4, I think we can all agree, commenters and viewers, is one of the worst creases on any device. Literally every Chinese foldable phone is better than the Z Fold lineup, all of them, even the 5, when it comes to crease. Craig said all sorted now. Awesome, perfect. Kev, as I say, Craig's just saying he's sorted his notification issues when it comes to Messenger. It's going to be a settings thing, dude. It really is. You mean the chassis? I've shown you the chassis. I've told you. What do you mean? What do you want to know? I've told you the dimensions. I've told you how quality it is. I've showed you the hinge. It's a fantastic. Right. It's the best built foldable phone on the planet. There you go. What else? What else do you want to know? Rock on, average dad. Rock on. Hello, Miss Whack by Night. I'm going to call you that from now on. We are getting closer to the 100k subscribers and a free Pixel Fold for you, if that helps. Jonathan's not said if I can remove the screen protector. If he has, I didn't see it. How is everything now then, stream-wise? For those that tuned into my first ever live stream, hoping this is quite a big improvement as far as audio and quality, and the device is always on show, not just my ugly mug. One thing I will do is get a second. I use a huge LG TV and I split my apps and stuff when I'm working, but I'll get a monitor over here so that I'm not always turning around to look at the chat. I'm going to get a separate monitor here just for the chat. Good idea, no? Right, it's been quite a while and I've not asked yet. If you've not already hit like, smash like. We're 40 minutes in. If you've not subscribed, which, I mean, I can't imagine why you wouldn't subscribe, but make sure you subscribe. And if you can be bothered, leave a little super chat. I don't know why. Help pay for my next device. So, let's crack on. Thank you. More than welcome. YN Mendel? Of course. As I say, ask all the questions. It's just, yeah, we finally got there, but ultimately I should have just said at the start, this is the best foldable phone hardware on the planet. Will I be getting Honor Magic V2 Global? Yes. Looking good. Yeah, thank you. It's definitely a lot better than when we first started. Sure you've answered the question, but Honor Magic V2 or Mix Fold 3? Mix Fold 3, but it's tight. Mix Fold 3, I say that because of the camera and the wireless charging. And right now the software experience, because the only V2 I've had is Chinese ROM, which didn't have Google support. I've had this question a few times, and I said no because I can't see how they'd ever do that. But Roy, you're saying, and I've not seen this, the Honor Magic V2 Global, according to websites, any specific websites, will come along with an Honor V2 Slim. For those that don't know or remember, the Honor Magic V2 is 9.9 millimeters thin. It's the thinnest foldable device, unfolded and folded, in the world. For Honor to make a slim version of that makes zero sense. And if they did make a slim version of that, don't buy it, because how are they getting all the camera and batteries and technology in there? I think your websites are wrong, or they're getting confused and they're making an Honor Magic VS2 and an Honor Magic V2. But either way, it will not be slimmer than 9.9 millimeters. Mark's watching from work. Hey, buddy. How we doing? If you see anybody with the little badge and the green names, that's because they are members of the channel, of which there are now 17, I believe. So that's amazing. 17 members since we started getting members a few weeks ago. So I'm absolutely thrilled with that. And yeah, they are all also in the Average Dad WhatsApp chat, which is super handy to have. It is Average Dad WhatsApp chat. So yeah, if you want to join that, become a member and DM me your number on Instagram. Okay, so the V2 Slim is the flip compare. Why? Wait, I'm going to go back and read that. Is that what you said? Did you say Honor Magic V2, Honor V2 Slim? It won't be called a V2 Slim. I think that's where your confusion is. It'll be like the V2 Flip or V2, I don't know, Open, something. V2 Slim is misleading. Does that phone look so skinny because it's so tall? Right. This is going to be a bit janky, but I'm going to do it. No, the phone is not skinny. I had this as well. Somebody had commented saying, I can't work with that narrow outer display. So again, this is just for the purpose of this. I will be back in a second. I need to get my Xiaomi 13 Ultra out, and I need to show you on this camera. There you go. That is not a slim outer screen, just to be sure, okay? Not in the slightest is that a slim outer screen. Are we all content? Let me just turn that on as well. There you go. The 13 Ultra is obviously wider, but not by much. So again, just to put that little rumor to bed that it's obviously only Samsung Fold users that are saying this, by the way, because they're bitter and jealous. Oh, I've put on the wrong way. Let me just spin this. There we go. So, yeah, it's only Samsung people that are mentioning this in the comments. There's only been a couple, but I'm glad you asked that question so I could put that stupid rumor to bed that it's it's not a narrow display. It's after the Pixel Fold, the Honor Magic V2, the Vivo X Fold are the widest foldable cover screens. Wider than a Samsung S23. Not Ultra, the normal S23. Or same width. I'm a plan to get the OnePlus Open. Do dogs pee on brick walls? Yes, Roy. Sorry. Yes. So software-wise, do you think the global V will be better? The global V2 will be better than the Chinese V2, but the global V2 will not be better than the Mix Fold 3 for me, because this is a Google device. It has full Google support other than Android Auto, but I don't use Android Auto. I use Apple CarPlay because I still have an iPhone as well. Or I'll just connect the phone using a cable. Daddy cool. Hell yeah, Ike, how are you? I wish I was cool. Actually, look, I'm trying to be a bit cool. Let me make this a bit bigger. This was my son's idea. But he said, Dad, you should put a bottle of Prime in the video because that's what all the cool people do. I said, of course, son. I'll pop some Prime in there. So I did. Yeah, I'm cool. I don't drink the stuff. I've tried it. I can't understand what the fuss is all about, but does it not wind you up how much people talk about Prime? See, when you go like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, it's all about Prime. It's a bit embarrassing, to be honest. Gaming section. Will we do some gaming? Is that what you want to see? I can do some gaming. Let's get back to desk cam. Here we go. Let's get some gaming on the go. Shall we play Asphalt 9? Where did I put it? Sorry, let me find Asphalt 9. Is this it? Oh yeah, this looks good. Here we go. A gaming test. Now, to be clear, anybody that knows me knows that I don't mobile game. Play, yeah, this looks good. Hopefully it gives me like a tutorial. But I mean, already you can see gaming on a screen this size is fantastic. And hopefully the quality is coming through. Remember, this is through a virtual camera called iRuin or something. iRuin virtual camera. So it's not as clear as it could be. Right, how do I... Okay, yeah. I assume I click on this one, right? Okay, play, yeah. With you in a second. Sorry, I'm playing. Right, what do I need to do here? Right, I'll pick that car, yeah. Okay, play. Come on, let's go. Oh, it's doing something. Oh. Right, hopefully this gives me a tutorial. You're aware I've just turned into one of those gaming streamers. Oh, here we go. What do I need to do? Okay, I am going. What one's that? Oh. Oh, that's all. Oh, it's telling me what to do. So I push that to go. Come on. Oh, good Lord. So again, in the full screen mode, it doesn't cut anything off. It looks bloody fantastic. And the speakers on this thing are amazing. Hopefully you can hear that okay. I promised that I would do a gaming, so I'm going to do it for another minute. Oh, there it is. I was like, do you not get some like NOS or something? There we go. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, gaming is pretty damn cool. So yeah, that was for you. You asked. I said I would do it in a video, so I've done it. Again, all your normal games will work. That's Asphalt 9. Yes, finally. West Gamer. Yeah, that's me. Games from Israel. Hello, how are we? Nice to see you. Last note I wanted to make, of course. Google Messages, aka text messages, does not work from the Mix Fold 3. Forces you to the Xiaomi default app. I can concur with that. What I don't do with any of these devices is change from... Oh, we've still got this game. There we go. So you'll see here on my device, I've still got the default phone and message. However, I just need to show you this. What you can do and what happens automatically when you log into Google is all your contacts come over. Okay? So you do get all your contacts. Now, I suppose I should switch back to me. Go back to this one. Yeah, so you do get all your contacts, but you are right, and thank you for reminding me and bringing that up. I did actually download Google Messages and Google Phone to test. The phone, I did get phone calls, to be clear, but with messages, I didn't get any messages. And when I was setting up my banking app, because I had Google Messages set up as the default, it wouldn't like autofill stuff. So yeah. But again, to be clear, Google autofill works perfectly. I'm just going to tighten this. Sorry. Is that tighten? Oh, sorry, 2 seconds. Google autofill works absolutely perfectly. It autofills in all your passwords. It's just the default Xiaomi message also autofills any one-time passcodes and stuff as well. So all that works fine. But yeah. Lol, priming a video. Yeah, that's what I had to do it. My son asked me, so yeah. Are you on safe battery mode? Don't think so. 2 seconds. Fine battery. Remember, I've got dodgy eyes, so I have to get closer when I'm looking for things. Where's the bloody battery? There we go. So there's the battery mode I'm on. I'm not on any form of safe thing, but it tells me all the apps. Battery life, it's a good time to talk about it, has been fantastic. 8 Gen 2 chip, no surprises there. Yeah, I'm not in any form of safe battery mode. If not for the, it's a very, very good question. Why not? If not for the Google app issue, how would I compare it to the Mix 3? The Mix 3, the Mate X3. If the Mate X3 didn't have the Google issues, the Mate X3 and the Mix Fold 3 would be the best foldable phones joint. From build quality to cameras, outstanding. It's the only difference being obviously that the Mix Fold 3 is about £1,350 and the Mate X3 is £2,000. But yeah, taking price and software out of it, exact same. You're coming from a Z Fold 4, is it a big upgrade? 100%. In all hardware aspects, you will have teething problems with the software at first and getting your apps optimized and notifications, but I'm here to help you along the way. Wow, gaming looks awesome. Yeah, again, that's probably the one and only demo I'll do, but it is awesome. Speakers are fantastic. That's kind of like if you're a gamer, and maybe I'm not correct here, and that's fine. I'm happy to be wrong. I'm always wrong. But if you're a gamer, surely foldable phones make sense to play games on. That's in your pocket when you're commuting or you've got some spare time. Open the phone up, whap on some PUBG. Perfect. Why spend... And to be clear, it's the same amount of money for one of these than it is for like the new Red Magic 8S Pro Bumblebee Edition, the Transformers, like the ROG phone. I know it's maybe not a good comparison, but for me, because this is an 8 Gen 2 chip, it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, I would argue that this can do any game whatsoever. Might the phone get a bit hot after a while? Yes. Thank you for the answer. You're welcome. I'm more productive with a folding product. Yeah. Do I use my tablet less? Yes, I do. So when I leave my office domain, typically the tablet's in the living room or somewhere, just if the kids are watching something on the TV and I can't be bored, I want to get caught up on some YouTube videos. Whereas now, I just fire in the AirPods and watch the tablet. And as far as responding to emails and Teams and stuff, yeah, and everything. But again, my use case is slightly different to a lot of people. I've got an eye condition. I'm partially sighted. So I have people ask like, oh, wow, that text's really big and blah, blah, blah. But for me, the text, I'll just bring up there. So the text is big, but I need it to be big. So if I go into the settings menu, see, that's how bad my eyes are. I thought that was settings. If I go into the settings menu, I have them set to quite big. So a foldable display, because it is a larger screen, for me, is absolutely perfect. I love it. When you make candy bar style phones, which you can increase the text size, obviously, but because they're candy bar, it takes up more of the screen real estate. So yeah, I am more productive. Any more questions? People still watching? People are still watching. This is good. 22 likes. Now there's 43 people watching, so by my maths, that means all of you have not liked. We have reached 6,700 subscribers, I think, or 6,670, which is awesome. All right. Another few questions. Do I see a difference in performance mode? I've not entered performance mode. As you know, I don't game. I've never had to, on any 8 Gen 2 device, I've never had to enter any performance mode. I will try it for as 100%. I will try it, but I'll do that in my review video or on another stream, not on this one. What about the fiber material? Does it feel different? It doesn't feel different, to be honest. It feels a bit. It's hard to explain. It feels a bit more frictiony than a gloss back. Obviously, no fingerprints, but it's still slippy though. I just love the look of it. It is AMOLED fiber though. It is, so it is. It's not just for effect. There is AMOLED fiber there. I like it. Ever use skins for phones? Wonder if getting that for my device. Remind me what phone you have, Stacey. Yes, I've used D-brand skins numerous times, but D-brand will not have a skin for the Mix Fold 3 or the V2 at the moment. But yeah, I like a skin. Just to get feedback. Yeah, I'll definitely do it. Promise to enter performance mode. You just got the Z Fold 5. Yeah, D-brand have many cool skins. What was I using? I've got like a robotic city type skin I used for my Pixel 7 Pro. I'm pretty sure I had a leather one for my Z Fold 3 and 4. Michael Fisher's got a nice brown leather skin. So yeah, skins are cool. I used to have my MacBook skinned with like a carbon fiber effect, but I took that off because I managed to screw up the installation process. Going for the Honor Magic V2 Global next month. That has a good chance of getting a skin from D-brand because it's a global release. I say good chance, still might not happen. Costs a lot of money to manufacture the skins at the scale they want to sell them. You're going to get the X Fold 2 but cancelled for this. Yeah, again, Vivo Army, I know you still love me and I know you're still watching. I love the X Fold 2. But, it's nearly a year old. Things have moved on. Is it nearly a year old? Was X Fold 2 only this year? Oh my god, I think the X Fold 2 is only 6 months old. I've had way too many phones, folks. But either way, the X Fold 2, like any tech, things move on quick. X Fold 2 is a fantastic device. And because it's still priced at like $1,300, $1,400, if not $1,500, for the same price you're getting the Mix Fold 3, so it's a no-brainer. If the X Fold 2 came down to like $1,100, that's a bargain. That's a steal. Miss what? Oh, Raul just had cut removed. There was another reason why I'm. Oh, brilliant. Yep. Not brilliant. You've got eye conditions or anything, to be clear. But yeah, fold phones work. Nobody agree with me on the gaming aspect of things. Is there no? Foldable phones are good gaming phones with the 8 Gen 2 chip? No. It's fine. I don't game much. Okay, so is that all the questions? Do you have any more for me before I shoot off and get my dinner? It's tea time here. What do you call it, dinner or tea? I call it my tea. Am I saying the global Magic V2 will cost more? Yes. It has to. The Chinese Magic V2 is what? £1,250? There's zero way that they can release the global Honor Magic V2 for that price. Or even under £1,400, which is like $1,600. No way. But we're buying it. I need screen to just clean my screens. Yeah, no, I've got numerous here. I've always got them to hand. I've always got lens wipes to clean my screens, but yeah. And again, as I've mentioned already, with Wanda, they always install a screen protector. You cannot get screen protectors clean after you've used them. It's just impossible. By the way, that was a live notification from Yahoo Mail that just came through that you all seen. Getting notifications. So yeah, that's the screen protector on the outside that is so minging, and obviously there's a screen protector on the inside. So this will always pick up fingerprints. I always remove the screen protector on the outside, but as always, I am selling this device, sadly, maybe. So I've kept the screen protector on. Galaxy Watch will not work on it, no. Does Samsung wearable app work with it? No. That's why the Galaxy Watch won't work. Because you could try that as a workaround to connect the watch, but it doesn't work. Same with the Samsung Health, is another workaround. Doesn't work. Noticeable size and weight difference in the pocket between V2 and Mix Fold 3. No, it's exact same. The V2 is exact same. When you had that carbon fiber case in it, it's the exact same as the Mix Fold. There's only a millimeter difference. 6.4 inch outer display. Same dimensions. What I'm interested to see is the OnePlus Open. That'll be the next one that I'm going to be buying, like, that I haven't already. I'm going to buy the V2 Global, but I've already had the V2. The OnePlus Open, I'm looking forward to having. Okay, this stream has been nice and streamlined. An hour and 8 minutes, or an hour, because I was a wee bit late. So I think I'm going to call it there. I think there's not many of you hanging on in there. Still 40, but yeah. I'm going to go and I'm going to get my dinner. So listen, tomorrow, camera comparison between the Mix Fold 3 and the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Two best phones in the world at the moment. I'll drop that probably around 4 p.m. The screen looks bigger open than V2. Again, there's no way you can tell that here. The V2 is 7.9 inch. This is 8. There's 0.1 inch of a difference. They're basically the same. Right, bye. Right, take care, everyone, and I'll catch up soon. Thanks again for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. You guys rock. Take care.